All right, welcome back to New Little Life. If you're new here, my name is Allison Tolman. I'm a breast pump expert and a coach for working moms. Today we're going to be talking about two of the pumps that Willow has, the Willow 360, formerly the Willow 3.0, and the Willow Go. These pumps are from the same company, but they are quite different. All right, and these are popular pumps that I see, especially for working moms because you're busy, you want to be hands-free, and a lot of you are pumping on the go. We actually specialize in helping working moms find a balance between pumping and their career in our long-term coaching program. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, getting really hands-on help from me and my team, not only in how to pump fast and efficiently, which is a goal of ours, but also to balance that and to find a sustainable way to make that work, especially in a high-achieving, career-driven woman mindset, there's more information down below. We also down below have a free quiz. So if you're still looking for a breast pump, especially in a wearable category, you may want to consider taking that quiz. It will kind of help narrow down your options and give you some of our top recommendations as well. All right, but let's dive into these Willow pumps. I'm going to give you some pros and cons, especially if you're still considering it, but we're also going to talk about some of the unique things about using these pumps, give you a quick tutorial setup, use on the settings and things like that. So if you already have them, then you can kind of figure out how to use them effectively because they do come with some interesting quirks. All right, let's start with this beast, okay? It's been around a while and it's very unique and a little bit complicated. Okay, so this is the Willow 360, all right? It used to be the Willow 3.0. They've also gone through versions of Willow 1.0 and Willow 2.0, so they keep making changes and updating things, which is great. I love to see a company that's listening to their customers, being innovative and things like that. Sometimes they do weird things, and that's kind of what we're gonna talk about in this one here. So a lot of the, some of the, technical issues and bugs in the 3.0 were addressed in the 360, but it's not actually that different than the Willow 3.0. Some of the things we may have noticed is a little bit sturdier cover and a little bit better pressure sensor. They also made quite a few updates to the app as well. So this pump still has a lot of unique features that make it a little bit tricky. Okay, let's talk about first one of the big pros, because this is the only pump on the market that you can pump in any position, okay? It is actually leak proof if you use it correctly. I actually did a video a couple years ago when I was still lactating, and I did yoga in this pump just to kind of see if it was leak proof, and it was. So spoiler alert, I'll put the video down below if you want to hear kind of just more about that. But that's because it uses something called constant suction. So when it starts suction, it takes the breast tissue into the pump and it keeps it there, and then it pulses from there, okay? I'll put a graph on the screen over here for you so you can kind of see what that looks like. But you can see that it's not going back down to zero, okay? It's coming up and then it's pulsing. That's probably going that way. Pulsing up top. So it's maintaining suction at the breast, which is why there's just not a lot of room for milk to leak out that way, okay? Another thing that makes it leak proof is this bag system that it uses, okay? So it's not really pumping into a container. You actually can get a container that it pumps into. We'll talk about that in just a second, but it's pumping directly into this bag, okay? So you've got this little flex tube in here that clips onto this bag and the milk goes straight into this bag. So this is also the most sterile way to pump milk, although like pumping milk is already pretty good. But I've had, especially healthcare workers, physicians, that tends to be a lot of who I work with anyway, ask me like, I want something that's completely sterile. This is really your only option, but it does come with difficulties, okay? So one thing is this bag holds 5 ounces, but it also holds a lot of air. So if you don't have a great seal, or if something's crinkled or kind of bent funny, you can end up pumping air into the bag and there's just no way to get it out of it because it is such an extremely closed and tight system, okay? So it just needs to be used totally correctly. And we have several other videos on the channel walking you in depth on the Willow, this pump. A lot of them are titled Willow 3.0, but it's very, very similar. It's the same. It's not the same pump, but it's the same. Got it. Right. There's also like a million hacks you can do with this pump, and moms get really creative. I think my favorite one that I've seen in creativity is some moms that want to pump more than 5 ounces will actually flip the bag out of the pump, because then you can fit a little bit more milk in before the pump starts to separate itself, which is really unique. You guys come up with the craziest stuff to do. So this pump also does have an option for a reusable container. Okay, so this was designed so that you don't have to use the bags, because to be honest, they do get pretty expensive. The cost of running this pump, like the upkeep monthly, is higher than most other pumps. All right, the bags I think are 50 cents a piece maybe. So you could be talking $1 every time you pump into the bags, and that's hoping that you don't mess it up and have to get rid of that bag and get a new one, right? If you are using the reusable container, they do come apart pretty easily to clean, but in my opinion, where's my minion? This is my opinion minion. He comes out when I need to share my opinion with you, okay? This is the opinion of Allison. If you're gonna be using the reusable containers with this pump, it really defeats the purpose of having to deal with this pump, okay? We help our clients navigate all types of pumps and they come to us with a lot of fun ones. This is probably one of my least favorite ones to troubleshoot, and only because it is complicated, all right? And it can be really tricky to distinguish between user error and pump error, right? So that being said, if you're going to be using it with the reusable containers because you're like, I don't want to deal with the bags, then this may not be the pump that you're looking for, okay? The only reason, where's my menu? The only reason I would recommend buying this pump and using it is if you truly needed that leak-proof feature, okay? Because otherwise, it just comes with some interesting and complicated issues that can be tricky to deal with. The constant suction is challenging. Something that comes along with that in the programming of the pump is that it will automatically switch from stimulation mode to expression mode after 2 minutes, which is not uncommon for other pumps, right? But you can't switch back. And that is a problem. So this is very limited in the settings that you can control, all right? And it has an app that you can control it with there too, but it's not, I don't know. They've set the programming very intentionally and they're just gonna make you use it. So if you don't get a letdown in those first 2 minutes, you're just kind of stuck in expression mode. Expression mode is a little bit slow on this pump. Let me just double check for you. Yeah, somewhere around 42 cycles per minute, which is not awful, but you get 74 cycles per minute in stimulation mode and then 42, that's it, right? And it has that constant suction. So like I said, this is not a bad option. It's expensive. And what I see happen a lot is that it becomes a really expensive paperweight, which is something that a colleague, Jessica, says a lot. But if you can't figure out how to use it and if it doesn't work well for you, it just sits on there and is a really expensive item on your desk. Does that make sense? So anyway, did I cover everything I wanted to cover on that pump? It probably sounded like I was ragging on it, but it's for a very specific purpose, okay? And if you do not need that leak-proof, extreme mobility, then there are some better options out there for you and cheaper options. Flange sizing is really similar on that pump as it is to other wearable pumps, but we tend to see needing a really close to nipple size fit. Again, just because of how the constant suction works. And so don't forget that the letdown is a trained reflex. So sometimes it can take a little bit longer to get used to this pump, particularly if you've been using another pump previously, or if your baby's been managing your milk supply. This pump it just feels different. I know babies kind of have a constant suction when they're at the breast, but it's not like they're just holding it there and pulsing, which is what a pump does. They're doing a lot of tongue movements and moving it in a lot of ways. So I get what they're saying, and they market it like it's constant suction, just like a baby, but it's not just like a baby. So anyway, just be cautious in the marketing. It can almost sound amazing, but just know that it does come with some quirks and difficulties. So just be prepared for that. If you do want to go that route, just know that this has a high learning curve and it takes troubleshooting, and it's not the simplest pump to use. So you're going to have to invest some brain power and time, maybe even getting some help from a professional too, to really maximize how it's used. If you're okay with that and you want the features that it offers, that's great. On the other hand, the Willow Go, which is another version, they came out with this one maybe mid 2022 or so. This kind of to be a more sleeker, more standard version of a pump, and it actually is one of my favorite wearable pumps. All right, so this has been in other videos on our channel. Particularly one that comes to mind is pumps that are similar to the Spectra 1 and Spectra 2, which is a really common thing. A lot of moms have a standard tabletop pump, and then they also have a wearable pump that they're kind of using interchangeably, especially for working moms who tend to want something more hands-free at work or on their commute or something like that, but really want, on their lunch break or at home to use a pump that they know works really well and really efficiently, because wearable pumps just sometimes are not the most efficient. There's another video on that. I'll put that down in the description for you. But this tends to be a nice pump. It doesn't technically vibrate like the Spectra does, if that's what you're looking for, but it has kind of a similar feel. The cycle speeds and patterns and suctions are very similar too. So whenever I'm working with a client trying to compare settings on another pump and this pump, particularly the Spectra, that's kind of what these two go together really well. I can find really easy to compare settings on each of those to kind of help make the transition smoother. This pump also has really large parts, which makes it really easy to clean. All right, so you've got your flange piece there. You've got a membrane of sorts here, and then your collection cup and your valve. So it does have quite a few pieces. There's 6 pieces here, including the motor, but they're really big. So especially if you're cleaning on the go, that can make it a lot easier. If you've ever tried to clean out tiny spaces of a flange or a bottle or something like that in somewhere that's atypical or difficult, it can be challenging. So this pump tends to be really easy to use wipes to wipe down if that's what you need to do in the moment. So that's definitely a pro there. This pump holds 5 ounces or 150 milliliters, and it's really not going to hold much more than that. So it does have a little bit lower capacity. They might have one that holds more. I'll have to double check. You can double check on the website too. All right. I always like it when pumps, like there's only one way to put them together, right? Because they have little notches in this membrane here and then notches in the pump, right? So you can kind of see that it only goes on one way. And this looks identical front and back. So, and then this little membrane moves while it's pumping. Kind of fun. One thing I will say that is challenging with this pump is people that like to use the fridge hack. So if you consistently like to put your pump in the fridge between uses, again, there's some pros and cons for doing that. This pump is really hard to do that with because the container is not independent from the motor, and you don't want to put the motor in the fridge. So just one thing to note, that is something that people say sometimes about this pump. So you can move a little bit with this pump, but it's very similar to other wearable pumps. It's got a hole in the top here, a little air hole right here. So if you are going to bend over, milk is likely to spill out of that hole. Again, not uncommon with wearable pumps. All right. You've got settings up here to adjust the settings. You've got the on button, and then you are able to switch between modes with this button, and then up and down suction here. And those should be all really easy for you to access right here on the top. This one runs a little bit faster cycle speeds than the Willow 360. This one starts at 100 in stimulation mode and goes down to 72. All are fast and good. I like to see fast cycle speeds like that. And then in expression mode, it goes from about 68 to 30 based on the suction. So it will go down as you increase the suction. Not uncommon on small motor pumps like this. As you can see, these are fairly bulky pumps, so they're not the trimmest options that we have out there. And you will need to make sure that the bra fit is really good, especially with the Willow 360, because you are going to need that constant suction to function. The pump won't function if the breast is not suctioned in there properly. Okay, so getting a good bra fit to hold it in place so that it's not slipping is important for all wearable pumps, but particularly for the 360. This one has a little bit funny weight distribution, so it does just take a little bit more finagling, but this hard style flange does come in multiple sizes, and inserts fit fairly well into this with not a lot of problems. I actually really like the Willow inserts. They have kind of like a ruffled edge around the side, which I don't really care about that, but they're really thin and they fit really flush. Particularly with this pump, I really enjoy them, but I actually use those inserts with a lot of other wearable pumps as well, just because I like them so much. So there you go. That's pretty much it for the Willow Go. It is one of my favorites and one that I find myself ending up recommending often, just because I do like it. I will say I almost never recommend this one because it's expensive and very difficult to use. So just make sure you have the brain space and the capacity to troubleshoot that, knowing that you will likely have to do that. We've been talking about these Willow pumps for a few years on this channel, so I'll put a few other videos down below for you on other resources that we have. There's some unique things, particularly with the Willow 360, especially that you need to do to get all the milk out, like the flip to finish, and just some other little things that you're going to need to learn if you do have that pump. So I'll put those resources down below for you. If you've used either of these two pumps, I would love to hear your experience. Please put that down in the comments. If you have questions on them, I will happily answer them for you down below as well. So make sure you put them down below. All right. Good luck to you if you're using these Willow pumps. I wish you the best of luck. If, like I said, if you're a working mom and you need some help, you want someone to hold your hand through this whole process, not only pumping wise, but as a life coach and in a community of other working moms, that's exactly what we do. There's an application down below. All right. Good luck and happy pumping.